Hi guys, Doc Brew here. It's been a while, it's been a long while. Bit of a follow-up to the Ginger Beer 101, basically how to make your ginger beer. I've been brewing and playing around a fair bit. I've had a few different brews lately. I've made I've discovered if you make yourself a basic spirit, e.g. sugar, yeast, water, and then you add to it the alcohol essences, the schnapps essences or whatever from your spirit mixes, you can actually make a really nice fizzy alcohol. I've added a few different things and played around with it and found some stuff I really like. But today, we are revisiting Ginger Beer 101. I've had a few different brews and a few failures, so I thought I'd drop in and say g'day and let you know some of the if you want to make a really simple one, this is a really simple one to make. If you want to get really complicated like some of my other ones, that's good too, but this is going back to bare basics of this is simple and you should enjoy it. Okay, so what you're going to need, you're going to need jarred ginger. So that's the ginger that's been crushed, ground, what have you. It's a liquid, it's a paste type format basically. Get it from the supermarket for less than $3. You're going to need about 2 teaspoons of that because it's fresh, or relatively fresh. You don't need a lot to go a long way. You're going to need some cornstarch, or what they call that. That's for dextrose. That's not a good conversation. You're going to need some dextrose, by the way. But I'll tell you about that in a minute. You are going to need, what do they call this? They call this corn syrup. It's a powder, which is corn syrup powder. You need about 125 grams of corn syrup. You need about 250 grams of dextrose. I'll explain that one in a minute. About 500 grams of malt powder, dry malt powder. No, I'm used light dry malt extract on this one. And you need 500 grams of brown sugar is my personal preference at the moment. It makes a really rich flavour. But you could also go with more white sugar or dextrose, or you could go with raw sugar. I've been using raw sugar for years now. Recently I switched over to brown sugar and I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it. One of the problems I face is I have 4 boys in my house, so they're always going to come up and talk to me. So every so often I'll just pause for no reason at all. Okay. So, the reason why I'm talking about the dextrose, what I've done, and I'll zoom in, because I can, I love this. As you focus, thank you. If you'll have a look here, you'll see there's little black bits. I don't know if you can make it out or not. There's little black bits in there. What they are is, you know how when your wife's doing vanilla, and she'll get a vanilla bean, a whole bit vanilla bean, and she'll pull all the little black beans out of it. She'll split the pod down the length, and then she'll get all the little black beans out of it. Well, what you've got then is you've got the vanilla pods. They've still got a bucket load of vanilla oil in them. So what I do is I slice up one of them and put it into a kilo of dextrose. So what basically I'm doing is I'm making vanilla dextrose. It makes for a really nice brew. Sometimes I'll even add extra of adding in vanilla extract, not vanilla essence. Not vanilla, imitation vanilla, but I'll add the actual vanilla extract. It's really nice. You can also make your own vanilla extract, but that's a totally different kettle of fish. It's easy enough to do. Just some pure spirits, like a vodka or something, and a vanilla bean, soak it for 3 months, and bam, you got vanilla extract. But somebody else has done a YouTube on that, so I don't need to. Pausing. So what I basically got is all my basic ingredients. Sugar, or dextrose, dry malt extract, corn syrup, dried corn syrup, and brown sugar today, and fresh ginger, and yeast, and water. That's it. It's a really simple brew. I'm also going to add, after it's been in for a week, I'm going to add a litre of grape juice. I was adding just fresh grapes for a while there, but the grape juice seems to work out better. You get less pip, and you get the same result. So I'm like, I'll do grape juice instead. Isn't this going to be easy? Okay, so it is really, really no-brainer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out all the ingredients, and I'm going to have them all in bowls. I already got the dry malt. I'm I'll measure them all out, and then you can just watch me assemble it, hey? Talk to you soon. Okay, and we're back. Hi guys, how you doing? Doc Brew here again. This time I'm showing you what we've got. What we've got is brown sugar. Oh, there we go. White balance kicks in. That is corn syrup. In here we have a mix of dextrose and dry malt extract. Now, with the dextrose, I'm going to show you this because I thought it was interesting. What I did was when I made it, sorry about the bad angles, as you can see dextrose, what I did was put it on the blue table. You can see, well, you could be full. Where is it? I mean, there's 50, there we go. 50 or 60 vanilla pods in here. Just the little ends of them. What I do is I cut them up into, there we go. As you can see, I cut them up into little strips, just little ones. The upshot is that then puts a real vanilla flavour into your beer. So I do 250 grams of that, and it all works out. Now I've got the yeast, the water here. Now what you do is you test the temperature. It should be just about your body temperature. So you toss your yeast in. This is what they call getting it started. So you toss your yeast in. Now you get yourself something to stir it up. In my case, I'm going to steal a wife's fork from the drawer. People say to me, "Oh, don't do that, that's horrible." Well, personally, no, it's perfect. Wife hates it and it gives me a giggle. So you stir your yeast in. Stirry, stirry, stirry. You've always wanted to watch me stir yeast, haven't you? Use a fork though, because if you get a fork, you're going to get all the yeast broken up in there. Now you don't want to leave it in here for too long because otherwise you'll waste all that yeast productivity. You're just trying to hydrate the yeast. Now you need to add some sugar to it. So I usually add just a forkful. You can add whatever volume you like of brown sugar or raw sugar. Any flavour sugar will do the job. Yep. Don't waste your yeast though. Okay. So as I said before, you need ginger in a wet form. Okay. And vanilla extract. So all I've got now is I've got all my bits and pieces, and I'm brewing today in my little carboy. I love this thing. Oh, that's horrible. Don't do that. I'm going to edit that out. Did you know I'm going to edit that out? I'm going to edit that out. So all you got to do now, take your carboy, make sure it's nice and clean. I've just finished sterilising it. She's as sterile as they come. I've just finished sterilising my funnel and drying my funnel. So she's ready to go. What I'm going to do is put you back on the tripod and we'll go from there. Okay, and we're back. Now today's video is not as interesting as they normally are, but it's fun all the same. Okay, now if you do this in the wrong order, you won't have a problem, you'll just irritate yourself. So do it any order you like, but I always add some... Wow. One of my kids just screamed his head off. I'll be back soon.